What's up, everybody? Welcome back. I have a story to tell about this rock, but also meditation, and how I feel like possibly meditation could give us psychic powers. Now, hold on. I don't mean like telekinesis, moving objects. I mean, not yet, at least. But I'm not going that direction. I mean, I think meditation removes a part of us that is in the way of some type of natural ability that all of us humans have. So, and this rock is involved in my story here. I was meditating for 10 minutes in the car, and it was like after a long day. It was at night. It was like 10 minutes. I was like, I'll meditate for 10 minutes. So I sit back and I'm just 10 minutes later. At the end of the 10 minutes, I had this like vision, this like little movie that played in my head, and it was pretty much me holding this rock. Okay, this is crazy. This is so crazy. This is one of my favorite stories to tell people. I was holding this rock because it's so the odds of what I'm about to describe is by far. I didn't do the math, but it's probably impossible or close to it. It's weird. I'll explain it. Okay, so at the end of the 10 minutes, I was meditating. I had this vision, and it was it was of me holding this rock. I was yelling a sentence. I was yelling it at the top of my lungs. And I slammed the rock as I was yelling the sentence. The last word of the sentence, I slammed the rock into this colorful fire. All colors. It was like more sparks than a fire when I hit the fire with the rock. It was all colors, the rainbow, you know? This rock was like this big. It was like a big rock. And I was yelling a sentence, and with like passion, with like a lot of oomph. I was like, you know? So, but I remember the sentence. I remember the last word I said in the sentence. It was septarian. And I opened my eyes, and I'm like, that's so weird. I didn't fall asleep because I was meditating the whole time. I was focusing on breathing the whole time. So why did I have this vision? Why did I have this thought that I didn't think on purpose? You know, it's weird. There's a mysteriousness to this whole thing. It's so weird. So I was like septarian. I've never said this word in my life. I don't know what that word is. I've never heard it, or at least I don't remember consciously. It was a foreign word to me. So I Googled it immediately. Septarian, I typed it in, and it turns out it's a name of a rock. And I was like, whoa, what are the odds of me saying septarian? That's a very unique word, by the way. Septarian, anyway. It's the name of a rock, and I was holding a rock in the vision. So that right there, there's more to this. This is just the first little bit. I was holding a rock, and I also said the word septarian in the vision. Weird, right? Moving on. I looked up what septarian was used for back in the day, like a long time ago, for any type of rituals or spells or anything of the metaphysical matter. And it turns out it is used for spells to heal blood and kidneys. And at the time, I didn't have anything wrong with my body, so I was like, okay, that's weird, But I don't think there was anything wrong with me in my kidneys or my blood. But later that year, this is last year, or actually 2 years, a year and a half ago, the beginning of this year, I was diagnosed with IBD, it was irritable bowel disease. Sucks. But a symptom is anemia, and it's where you have blood loss. I don't have enough iron in my blood. So correlation, maybe, but who knows? I don't know. Maybe I saw a vision of myself healing my body with this rock. This is what it looks like, by the way. This is just a cut one. Yeah, this is Septarian. This is my rock. This is my rock now. This is my baby. It's also called Dragonstone, I believe, because on the outside, at least the bigger rocks, have like scale-looking shapes on it. Looks awesome. Looks like a dragon egg. So moving on, I was yelling a sentence in the vision, right? Turns out, back in the day, or I don't know if they still do today, but they use Septarian for spells to heal blood and kidneys. If they did use this for spells, I was obviously casting a spell in the vision, Obviously. I was yelling a sentence with a rock, slamming it into colorful fire. I mean, what else could I have been doing? There's no other thing, I was casting a spell in my vision. I don't know what else, or why else I would think this, or do that in the vision. It doesn't make sense. So, yeah, my conclusion is I had a vision of myself casting a spell with this rock that I had never heard of before, slamming it into the colorful fire for apparently some reason. Because no one casts spells for no reason, so I'm looking for the reason. I'm like, okay, maybe it's to heal my body in some way. I don't know. But the craziest part about this is the odds of me having the vision and the details in it. The odds. I'm gonna do the math one day and give y'all numbers of the odds of how crazy, it's way too, what's the word? Synchronous? That's not it. But what are the odds of me holding a rock, saying the word Septarian, which is a rock, and also yelling it in a sentence, casting a spell, and then looking on Google about Septarian and seeing that it was used for spells? Come on. So I have a couple thoughts or theories on how this works, or how the psychic ability works. I think meditation is definitely the window. I think it's definitely or rather not meditation, but it's the removal of the ego. It's the removal of fear, anxiety. Yeah. So the way things might work in the psychic or spiritual psychic aspect of reality, of this reality, is that maybe this vision was me seeing through time. Maybe this vision was seeing a parallel universe. Or that's all I can think of right now. So if I did see a vision of me in the future, that means meditation can give you visions of the future. Maybe. I think everyone might be different because our brains work differently, and we all have different perspectives and different data stored in our subconscious, which would result in us having different thought processes. So I think whatever ability or whatever, I guess ability, that sounds cheesy, but whatever ability that you might have or that might arise within you that you've had all along through meditation, I think would definitely have there would be a difference between people. I'm sure that there would be people that can see visions of the future or of their own future, and there would be another group of people that can contact past lives or something, if that exists. Who knows? But that's actually my other theory, that maybe I actually accessed information from a past life or a future life. Who knows? Because it was just from my perspective of my eyes, I may have not have been Jake in the vision. I may have been a past life or future life, Or, here's another theory. I could have transferred my consciousness to another person on Earth in that present moment and witnessed a spell happening through someone else's eyes. That's another crazy theory, but what is crazy? What is crazy when I have this vision that's this, I feel like I want to say impossible, but because I did not know the word septarian. That boggles my mind, and it's a rock. So, here's another thing. The word septarian was created, right, by someone on Earth. So that means if I did access a past life, then I have a window of time from when that word was created to now. If me accessing past lives is only subject to past lives and not future lives. So, that's kind of cool. So I get to dig a little deeper in this and see who has used septarian for spells, and then start there. So I'm probably going to start by looking into who's used septarian for spells, or who uses septarian at all for anything, because that would get me somewhere. What if I dug into this vision a little deeper and found out like something crazy? What could the end result be? I could research who uses septarian for certain metaphysical things. Maybe the origin. I'll get to the origin of the usage of this stone in human history. And I don't know. Maybe I might find a relative, or if I found a relative, oh my god, that would be crazy. That'd be so crazy. If I was related to someone who was involved with using septarian, I am going to flip. But I haven't got that far. So, that's my story about septarian and meditation. I was meditating. I'm going to end with that. I was meditating, and the vision happened while meditating. That's interesting on its own, because what if that's actually real? What if this is real? What if visions do happen? What if this psychic part of us arises through the removal of our ego, fear, anxiety, depression, thoughts? Some crazy stuff. So try it out. So try some meditation. Do it for 10 minutes a day, and see what happens. I have another story that's really weird while I was meditating, but I think I have like 2 more stories. It doesn't happen often, which I wish it did, but you know, it's just the 2-3 times this has happened with crazy weird visions that I wouldn't really have thought of on my own for any reason. But I'll get to that in another video, future video. So yeah, that's it. That's all. Septarian, man. This is my baby. This is my rock now. I carry it around a lot. I got a necklace for it, but I lost it. So, but yeah. Anyway, please subscribe to my channel to hear more crazy, weird stuff like this. I do videos called Mind Jam. It's where I go through certain subjects, questions, or like productivity, and I try to make like high quality edited videos. And also ruminations videos where I just go in the woods or go somewhere and just talk about a philosophical question or deep, crazy thought for a couple minutes. So if you like this channel, if you like this idea, if you like my ideas, if you like what you hear, if you think I'm crazy, if you think I'm stupid, if you're jealous, if you think I'm ugly, if you don't like my long hair, then subscribe, and so you can hate me more. I love you. All right. That is all. I think I'm gonna end this video right here. All right. Peace out, y'all.